Where does this go? Presidential? Oh, residential. Okay, that's not as interesting. I thought it was the presidential wing. God. My reading skills today. Terrible. What am I like? When we last ventured amongst the Starfield, Sergeant Sunfire had made his way to Neon and decided to actually become a productive member of society. Yes, we did odd jobs for a criminal, which did lead us to an actual job working in the Xenofresh fisheries. We accurately made Aurora, which is legal only in certain parts of Neon, but it is still legal. And then we use that information to get in contact with somebody on the inside who was leaving other donations of Aurora for... Oh god, what was his name? He referred to himself in third person. I forgot his name. Yannick, I think. Yeah, Yannick. Yannick, who was mixing it with alcohol for a more mellow buzz. But yeah, we did that, and then we ended up over here in Aquila picking up a book, Dragon Star Force 2, for some dude, Mitch, I think it was. And then we also, we kind of, yeah, welcome back to Starfield. We started on this, the Freestar stuff again, but we're not actually going to do that on camera because we've already done it once. If you want to see the episodes there, what, wasn't that long ago, 15 episodes maybe, if that. But yes, we are heading back to Mitch first off and getting the next mission to get another book for him, and then we'll probably continue on with the Crimson Fleet stuff, which I know we've done a little bit before, but it's the only one we've got, which we've not really finished, so I don't mind doing that stuff again. We might try and play it a little differently, see if we can get a different reward, different outcome. Yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we've done before that we're not really going to poke around at, and we're just going to kind of focus on the ones we've not done before, right? Okay, Cydonia. Let's land there, shall we? And we can land straight away. We don't even have to go through the scan process. That's nice.
The soldiers stationed here always complain about how boring their jobs are.
Oh, you need to move your lips there, Eric. A very good ventriloquist. So yeah, I've been a little busy trying to rework the Skyrim stuff, because obviously we've had many issues with it. We're getting there. I think this will be the first week that we've got Skyrim episodes back. But it took longer than I expected. But it is nice to know that we have kind of salvaged that. We don't have to start again. We don't have to worry too much. If anything, it's kind of similar to how we've done this extra universe in Starfield, which again, we kind of want to focus on smashing through, because this universe is still another boring one. We want an interesting one. We want something a bit different, right? You know, we want... I don't even know. I know there's one where Sarah is a plant, a house plant of some sort, a succulent or something. There's tons of different ones to do with, you know, the Starborn, to do with the Ecliptic, to do with all sorts of random stuff. And I think we're going to kind of miss out on a bunch of those if we don't skip universes every now and then and find something new that we want to do. Hey, Mitch.
Oh, you're back because you found the next book, right?
I am, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I got it. It's right here.
Oh, thanks a bunch. Oh, I can't wait to read it again. And then put it away for safekeeping so it holds its
Yeah, you said that about the first one.
Here's some money, I promise.
I am still intrigued to see if there's something more to this once we get it, right? I'm going to look for some
There are
books.
worse ways to live. I got my movie. Oh, track down another volume of Dragon Star Force. I'd definitely appreciate it if you could help me out again.
Yeah, we can do that, buddy. I can do
I
that.
appreciate it. I'll be sure to make it up to you.
Sure. I mean, you've not just yet, so I'm not really too worried about that, but I mean, a little bit of money here and there is quite good. Let's go ahead and... Which one is it that we've got to do? That's Search for Evidence. Can't do that yet. This one. Rendezvous with the Astrea at Europa. We can do that.
Wow. Look who finally had the guts to show up. Looks like Adler finally did something right for once.
Mm-hmm. That's me.
Big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew.
Adler said that? I didn't know he cared.
You're funny. I hate funny. Remember that.
Well, I hate you. You're an asshole.
Before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open.
Yeah. We've done this before.
Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew.
I know that.
You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin.
Maybe we kill Austin this time, right?
I want him dead.
I mean, last time we sold him out to the UC Navy, right? Consider it done.
It's done when Rake stops breathing.
Yeah.
Head back.
Blah, blah, blah. Don't care. We've heard you spiel before. We know what it is. Let's go find... Oh, I can't fast travel in a conversation, huh? Okay.
I've been tracking Rake for months.
Yeah, we know that.
Changes his, but you know what? It's worth every day.
We can skip this because we have done this before.
Rake used to run with back then. He
Yep.
had a different. Everything was fine.
And that's it. Cool. Transmission terminated. Right, now we should be able to go. I love the fact that they stop you doing that. Like, you can't just skip out in a conversation. I feel that's a little, it's very polite, isn't it? I mean, they're pirates. They don't expect politeness, right? Oh, hello.
Dmitry Moldavsky, pilot of the Ragana. We are a simple
Oops.
transport ship heading to New Homestead. We do not want any trouble.
New Homestead's not somewhere we've been before. Then boy, do I have some bad news for you.
I do not understand. Please confirm your intentions.
What are our options here? What can we do here? I don't want to attack them. Could we make them kill Austin Rake? I only have one demand. Kill Austin Rake, do that and I'll let you go.
I do not know who you are talking about.
Okay, let's try and persuade him. It's Austin Rake or all of you make a choice.
Devil's choice.
Yeah. Look. Killing Rake is your only choice.
Maybe so. But that does not make it easy.
Maybe not. But it doesn't have to end in a bad way, trust
I
me.
do not want to make a rash decision.
Ooh, okay. Rake is a pirate. He doesn't deserve your mercy.
I do not know who to believe. But you would not have come all this way if you were lying.
No.
Alright, I will do it. If it means saving my crew, I will do it. What? Come on, Dmitri. You can't be serious. Austin, I am sorry. I will make it quick. No, wait! What are you doing? God damn it, Dmitri, you... There. It is done. Now you hold up your end of bargain and let us go.
Can I check that you've actually done that? Well, I mean, it ticked it off. Right? I wasn't expecting that to work. Return to Neva in Europa's orbit. Sure, we're done. Job done. I did say if we're going to go to other universes, we're going to play things differently, right? That's the point of it. That's kind of how you do it.
Damn mercs just don't know how to take a hint. Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice?
Can we lock on? Let's get another one locked in. Whoop. One more.
No one messes with the
Nice.
Thanks for the help with the Ecliptic. I had it under control, but it definitely went faster after you jumped into the fight.
Sure
Now
you did.
tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate.
Austin Rake is dead, but the Regana is intact.
No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean.
Yeah, we didn't do any of the
I
killing.
would've preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but at least you got the job done. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you.
That's not going to backfire at
Screw
all.
up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear?
I think we're crystal clear. Why send a person? I'd rather have you come after me.
Be careful what you wish for. You screw up bad enough, and I just might. And now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
I'm not gonna. We're gonna go straight there. We've done this before. We want to get to the good stuff, right? Back to the vigilance. Oh, we're gonna get told off. I think we're gonna get told off. Oh no, they're gonna slap us on the wrist. Although, how can they prove that we convinced them? Like, that wasn't us killing him, right? We just said words and they did it. We didn't even give our name. we just did it. How are they going to trace that back to us? They're not going to trace that back to us, surely. I mean, he's a pirate. He was a pirate.
Conde wants to see you.
Hello.
Follow me.
Oh. Yeah, I feel like...
I had a friend on the Regana. I hope I'll be able to see him next time we're on shore leave.
Yeah, you're lucky. See, I could have just blown that thing up. I'm guessing if I did that, he'd be pissy at me, right? Okie dokie. Right, thanks for taking me to the elevator. Appreciate that.
My family's all in the UC Navy. But being
What's up, Ikander? I did the thing.
At ease, soldier. We intercepted your exchange with the Ragana. We're trying to confirm if the pilot really did kill Rake. But if so, what you did was uncalled
Boo.
for.
Oh yeah, they've got scanners on me, haven't they? I didn't do anything. The pilot simply took my advice.
You coerced the pilot into taking a crew member's life. He had no choice but to comply.
I didn't do it.
Pass off the burden of the job whenever it suits you. Understood?
Boo. I'll do it. I heard you the first time.
Hearing and comprehending are two different things. Let's hope for both our sakes that you fully understand the situation.
Sure,
Now,
whatever.
I want to make this crystal clear. You do what you can to stay in the fleet, but there is an ethical line we cannot cross. Do something like this again, and you're out. Permanently.
Jeez, well, they are really kind of...
For now, we will continue.
Okay,
with the
fine.
briefing. Were you at least able to join the fleet?
It does seem like I passed their initial test.
Then it worked. You're in. As distasteful as your methods were, at least you managed to complete the job. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson
I
Fleet.
was getting on her good side. That's what I was doing, but you don't like that. Like, they want me to kill people, and you're saying I shouldn't. What do you want? Because I'm not going to get in if I don't do what they tell me to do, right?
Yes, you passed your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda?
I was told to meet Neva at the Key.
Where you'll meet Delgado, no doubt.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
In any
We have
case,
looked at that
now
already.
that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the Key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success.
Yeah, and it's all because I
Not a good
did
work.
the stuff you don't
We'll expect
like.
further reports. Dismissed.
We could travel straight to the Key, or we could go back to that new Homestead place, right? So for that, I guess we'd go back into that and we'd go... I got too fast, we didn't go over, I want to know where Enceladus is. Can we actually go straight to him? Can we search now? I thought they'd implemented a search thing. Why do show me? No, it's not show me. Enceladus. Yeah, I thought they were actually implementing something where you could actually search a particular system. Because this is really annoying to get around. I think it was over here, wasn't it? Enceladus. Tourist. Actually, Enceladus is the name of the planet, isn't it? It's not the name of the... It's not the name of... Ah, crap. I have no idea where it was. We will never find that again. I'm going to have to look that up. Alright, well, I guess for now, let's head to the Key then, right? Eridani? No, it wasn't that one. Shoza. No. It was one of these, but... It wasn't Jeff, was it? No, they're all just like named after Jeffa. I feel like it was close to our normal system. Because wasn't it one of the first places they settled? Wait, is Enceladus one of the moons around here? Europa? I have no idea. Dione, Mimas, Titan. But isn't there... Yeah, there we go, Enceladus. Let's go over there. I did remember something, look at that. I want to see if we can get to this new homestead. Is it on this planet, or is it on Titan? It ain't on here. Nova Galactic Star Yard, we've not been to that before. Is it Titan? Where is there we go, New Homestead. Yeah, we've not been there. So let's go there. Because the goal at the end of the day is to find new stuff, and I can do, get the quests up to date. Hopefully, like, between episodes or whatever.
Welcome to New Homestead. Please make your way to the building at the end of the path, and down into the colony below. Stay safe, and enjoy your visit.
I shall. So let's get that mission active. Well, also got that talk to Clover. I have no idea who Clover is. But yeah, we've not been to this colony. We've never been to this one. We've not seen it. We don't know what it's about. All we know is it's one of the first colonies that they did, if not the first, after leaving Earth. So it's the archetype? Or maybe you'd think they'd go to Mars first? Maybe it's not the first then.
Careful, there are some dangerous areas around
Oh, there's tours? Hell yeah, I'm down for some history. Let's get some learning on. Very nice. We've got a UC security here.
Around. We take vandalism seriously here. You don't mess with history.
Yeah, these people are just citizens, aren't they? Tourists.
Did you see those wind turbines out there? Wow.
Be kind to them.
Nope, can't go that way. Oh wait, no, it's an elevator. Alright, well we won't go to the energy systems office. It says to go down here, so let's go down here. What's around here? That goes back out. That's emergency access, we don't need that. Hey Eric. It's not a bad we colony really, is it? It's quite pretty. In the grand scheme of things. Very, you know.
My papa doesn't really like
Oh.
me talking to the tourists. But how else am I going to learn about out there?
Okay, Sylvia, you want to talk to me?
I'm not really supposed to talk with tourists, but I kind of want to anyway. And I don't think my papa is paying attention. You're not going to tell him, are you?
Now I feel like I have to tell him. No, I mean, I don't think I will. Not unless he asks.
Oh, I guess that's okay. I wouldn't want to make you lie. My mama always tells me it's not good to lie.
Well, it's not, but we do it anyway.
Now what should we talk about?
Why don't your dad want you talking to tourists?
My mama says it's because he thinks we'd up and leave if we found out about the rest of the worlds out there. But I keep telling him, I love it here, and I love him, and I would never leave him. He doesn't believe it. He says the kids almost always want to leave when they grow up. But not me. Nope. I just want to visit somewhere else. Maybe.
I mean, are there a lot of other kids?
Not really. There's some, though. Most are around my age. We all go to school in the same room.
I mean, so at least you've got school. It's the same as other schools in this little system.
I don't know. I've never been to any other schools. We mostly learn about the history of the Sol system and Earth and stuff like that. Until we get old enough to go on our learning vacation.
That sounds
That's when we
cool.
get to leave to go to school somewhere else for a few years. Or travel and visit other worlds, try out jobs and stuff. Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, that's cool. That's actually a really good policy. I like that. Do you enjoy working on the farm?
I think it's pretty fun. And I get to be around my mama and my papa all day, so that's cool. They say we all have to work a little. Because it takes all of us to make the community work.
Yeah.
Just like on Earth a really, really, really long time ago.
Well, we never really got that
Someday,
sorted, did we?
I think it'd be cool to see other places and do other things. But this is fine for now.
The mega rich definitely, you know, leech off the rest of everybody else's labour. But hey, that's what we signed up for. Yay! Alright, let's keep poking around. I'm guessing you're the dad?
I could really go for some of Anya's cooking over at the Brown Horse.
Oh, okay. There's a dude over there. Okay, that goes back over here. Sorry, Eric. Are you the dad?
We Titans are hardy people. You'd have to be to live in a place like
You're
this.
always talking about how important it is to preserve our traditions.
We get a lot of tourists out this way, but most of them aren't so bold as to strike up conversations with us. What's your deal?
I'm just interested in how cultivation works on this planet.
You seem genuine enough. So what can I do for you?
Tell me about how you grow stuff. What can you tell me about the farm?
Well, for one, it's my wife Mara's farm. I just had the good fortune of marrying into it. It's been in her family for generations. We're the best source of fresh produce in the colony. Not like that processed junk we get from off-world, and certainly nothing like that eyesore Chunks.
Chunks is just horrible. What kind of challenges do you face?
From what I know about farming elsewhere, it's largely the same. Big difference is that we need to import or make our own soil.
Ah.
And we need to be extra careful with our temperature control. Titan's surface is frozen, and it's not much better just below it with the ice caves.
Okay.
Then it's just a matter of artificial sunlight and supplying CO2 for the crops. It's not too challenging.
Fair enough. That's not too bad, I suppose. Oh, well, I just wanted to chat for a little. Thanks for your time.
No worries. You have yourself a day now.
Not a nice day, just a day.
Off-worlders always ask how I can live here. I wonder how they can live anywhere else.
Where does this go? Presidential? Oh, residential. Okay, that's not as interesting. I thought it was the presidential wing. God. My reading skills today. Terrible. What am I like? Let's head downstairs and we'll have a poke around, because it sounds like there's some sort of historical aspect to this, and I'm intrigued. Yeah, there's the chunks for you.
Heads up, if you're planning to go to Chunks, Luther's been bothering anyone with a ship for help.
Oh, well, there we go. I got a quest. Nice. Who is Luthor? Just a random dude?
Learn about early colony life. It's another.
Oh, you're here again.
Experience it.
It's so cold here. I guess I should have expected that.
Tourist.
I can't imagine living here. These people sure are hardy.
I still can't believe
Citizen.
people actually live like this.
Thanks for choosing
There's
Chunks. Which
Luthor.
chunks can I get for
Chunks
you?
employee. Hello, Luthor.
Hello there. Welcome to the new Homestead Chunks. We've got all your Chunks favorites. Well, almost all of them. Sadly, we're out of the special sauce. I know. But everything else is still that great Chunks food you
Does the special sauce go on every chunk?
So, what can I do for you?
Because that is special. Running out of chunk special sauce sounds like a problem.
If I'm completely honest, it is. And people are always saying how this Chunks can't compare to the real deal. And I just know it's because we never had that mouth-watering sauce. I've been in contact with some of the other restaurants out there, and they'll give me some. But they say they can't afford to send it, and I don't have a ship, so what am I to do?
Oh, we can do sauce delivery. If you just need someone to get it, I can do that for you. I like that. That's too bad. Anyway, gotta go. Bye. Is the sauce really that important?
You bet it is. You may not hear people talk about it, but trust me, it's the secret ingredient. It's like the glue that holds it all together.
Yeah, that means you put it on everything.
I'm not saying it's glue or that our food falls apart. It's delightful. Tangy, savory, it's a little sweet, but not too sweet. And I've noticed that once people find out we don't have it, sometimes they don't return. It's the reason business isn't as good as other chunks.
Well, I mean, if you just need someone to get it, I could do that.
Wait, for real? You do that? You're not pulling my leg?
No, I'd do it. It's no problem. Just tell me where to go.
Oh, yeah, right. I actually just got a message back from another Chunks before you got here, and they got a case ready to go for me. Just tell them you're there to pick it up for me, and it should be good to go. Thanks.
Easy peasy. There we go. We've got a job. But I do want to poke around here a little more. I don't think that's...
Very informative.
Oh, we're going to go to Paradiso for that.
Harvesters before coming here.
Maurice Lyon.
Lay eyes on the earth just once.
Do you want to come with me? We can do that.
Are you here to peruse our little museum exhibit?
I mean, sure. I was just looking at some of the items in your collection. I didn't actually know it was a museum.
I could see how that might not be clear, given that it's displayed in the main concourse here. But if you take a look, you'll notice our collection of rare Earth antiquities salvaged from before the collapse. It's quite the unique glimpse into our past. If you have any questions about the exhibit or new homestead, I'm happy to answer as best as I can.
Okay, fair enough.
You've got to do something.
Everyone has such interesting family names. What's the deal with that?
When our early colonists learned of Earth's demise, they decided to take on the names of their cities of origin as a way to remember their heritage.
That's kind of cool.
Now, some may have been lost in translation over the years, and some may have taken it more seriously than others, but the names are mostly accurate. For instance, my family comes from the city of Lyon, in a country that was called France.
That's kind of cool. I can dig that.
Care.
Let's have a poke around. We've got a... What's it say? Read plaque. Instrument of unknown origin, Earth. Believed to be of West African origin, possibly a type of Ngoni. How do you pronounce that? The NG sound is... No, I'm not actually too sure. If you know, let me know in the comments. Let me know how to pronounce it, because I always find other languages and the pronunciation very fascinating. And you kind of got to get it right? A harp-like string instrument traditionally used in ceremonies accompanied with chanting and storytelling. Instrument was generously donated to the New Homestead Museum, but its true origin is unfortunately lost to time. Oh, it's cool looking, I like it. Hey, Windows 95, oh yeah. The range of antique computers ranging from the late 1980s to the mid-2000s existed for some time since Charles Babbage's difference engine in 1822, yeah true. Years from the mid-20th century into the early 21st were known for some of the greatest advances in computing technologies. Computers shrank from gigantic room-sized devices to small boxes filled with microprocessors like the ones you see here. Yeah, I mean, even just like thinking back to when I was at school and computers we had there, even just like 5 years down the line, we went from like a little box like that to the old, the Mac computers, the clear plastic ones. They're beautiful. They're like all in one, all in the screen, and they're very. I bring back more clear plastic, like stuff. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Some books.
There are times I envy those who are able to travel like you.
Dude, I've got a ship out there. Just jump in with me. We'll go to Earth. We'll land on the surface. You can poke around. Oh, did you friend that's fallen off here? Is it just like pictures of the different planets and stuff? Earth sports, photos and memorabilia. Championship baseball, Boston. Game-winning soccer ball, International League. Basketball used by the United States World Champion basketball team. And a record-setting home run baseball, 1935. I mean, it's interesting stuff. I don't know if you know that the Digiframes are falling out of there, but hey. I want it. I want it, I want it, I want it. Fuck. Oh, God. Okay. Throughout human history, replicas of Earth animals were used in many different ways, from toys and games to more practical uses such as these. Piggy bank. Yeah, hollow-out ceramic statue of the animal known as a pig were popular, used to store physical currency, and a decoy duck. So it's to do with hunting, so yes, the wooden ones that float. Very nice. Yeah, I think it's duck hunting season here in New Zealand soon. What's in here? Oh, it's a bar?
Well, hello there, and welcome to my little shop. Are you visiting New Homestead for the first time?
Yeah, I am actually. It's my first time here.
Oh, nice. You know, it's always such a pleasure to meet people from other worlds. Or just space. I don't judge. I'm Jay. I'm happy to help you find what you're looking to buy or take a look at whatever you want to sell.
Kind of brings up
kinds are welcome here.
Kind of brings up the point of how redundant
the merchandise, or even just New Homestead
nationality is, right? As soon as you get into space, it means nothing. You could just live on a ship and be, citizen to yourself. We're bound by certain laws, I think, as societies tend to be, and that's a good thing. But getting really into the national stuff, I don't know. I'm proud of New Zealand. I like New Zealand. But if somebody's like, "Hey, take a bullet for it," I'd be like, "Nah, I don't really see the point of that. That seems kind of stupid." I don't know. Maybe it's not. I've not been in that situation, thankfully. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really appeal. Mention something about trading. What sort of things are you looking for?
Glad you asked. I'm looking for all sorts of things. Anything, really. Clothing, weapons, jewelry, even stuff they consider junk. You name it. We don't get a lot of off-world stock, so I offer to buy things from travelers. Anything they're willing to part with.
Wow.
Between you and me, people around here talk a lot about tradition and whatnot, but even they get curious about what other worlds have to offer.
I mean, that's fair enough.
Sorry about
do you sell any souvenirs?
We used to, but not anymore. Believe it or not, the new Homestead Tourism Board decided a while back to do away with souvenirs. We don't really have the resources or facilities to make them here ourselves, and it was decided that anything less than that would seem exploitive of our people and inauthentic.
You get to see all the British memorabilia that they sell in the shops, tourism shops there, because it's all trash.
Behind a while back. You can have it.
Oh. Oh, thanks. Look at a
Come
book
back
of some
anytime.
sort. Yeah, no, I remember, like, when I was leaving England to sort of move to New Zealand, we were poking around in the touristy shops in the airport, and it's just like, why would anyone buy this trash? I cannot understand it at all. Because it was just like, a very thin, flimsy plastic British flag with like a picture of the Queen on it or something like that. It was weird. It was very weird. It's not like New Zealand stuff where it's like, oh, this is merino wool from a merino sheep. Here's some Manuka honey. You know, here's an authentic bit of greenstone. It's got like character, but the British stuff felt so phony and fake. What's this? This is a hockey stick. Hell yeah, hockey stick. Edmonton, Canada, during a championship game. Love ice hockey. Seattle Kraken and Manchester Storm are my teams. Manchester Storm have been around a long time now, I guess, compared to like a few other European teams. I used to watch them back when I was a kid in the 90s. Oh god, I'm feeling ancient again. I'm crumbling to dust, guys, help. What do we got here? Knickknacks. We've got a liquor bottle, pipes to inhale various legal substances. Gotta specify that, right? A dial and a scroll case. Oh, okay. Interesting. Some other stuff here. What's this? Meteorites or something? Meteoroids. Ah, nice. So they actually brought these from Earth. And then one that's actually impacted Titan. Ah. Well, that's cool. Some random spaceships and stuff. Yeah, different spaceships. Instrumental in humankind's earliest journeys into space. Got the prototype rocket, the branded mug, the Vostok. I think that's one good thing that came out of the Cold War was the sort of space race between Russia and the US. It really pushed scientific discovery forward quite a bit, as scary as, you know, the Cold War was. Space shuttle discovery, Apollo 11 collectible snow globes.
Should visit at least once in their life.
On loan from NASA. Ah, we picked up one of those from the last playthrough, I think. Tourist, yeah. Some more random earth minerals and stuff? No, more random bits. Okay, cool. Got a bar in there.
Word of advice, steer clear of
HMS Beagle. Charles Darwin's boat, and is that... what's that? Don't know that one. The Calypso. A minesweeper vessel, ah! Oh, Jacques Cousteau, of course! Ah, fancy.
Hey, you don't have to be nervous.
Right, I think that's everybody here, apart from these guys, right?
Do you want to know what life was like for the early colonists? Starsap Tours was voted Best Historic Tour 3 years in a row.
Visit historical New Homestead, take a comprehensive genuine Starsap tour. Do we want to take the tour now? I don't really feel like we should, because
Why, hello there!
he seems a bit of a prick.
Bill Starsap of Starsap Tours. Let me tell you, this place is full of history and interesting facts. For instance, did you know that New Homestead was one of the first colonies established outside of Earth? It's been populated in some capacity for over 200 years.
I mean, yeah, I did know that. Of course, everyone knows that.
I knew you were a fellow history buff. Well, tell you what, you come along on one of my little tours, and I guarantee you'll learn something you didn't know before. So
Will I,
what do
though?
you say? I've got an opening. I could take you on a tour right now if you'd like.
Have we got time for a tour? No offense, but Starsap is an unusual name. Sounds almost made up.
None taken. I get it all the time. If you think it sounds made up, well, that's because it is.
Why would you call yourself
I
a
come
sap?
from an eccentric family. Back in the early days of space travel, generations ago, my ancestors were really into science fiction. They wanted a name that seemed like it fit into the stories they grew up with, so they changed their last name, and the Starsap family name was born. Used to be Bramblefoot before that. Their ancestors liked a different type of fiction.
Right, I mean... anything to avoid?
Definitely check out the Brown Horse Tavern. Good food, great atmosphere. Avoid spending too much time outdoors. It's freezing out there. Any more than that, and well, I'd be giving away the tour for free.
You know what? Alright, yeah, you've convinced me. Bring me on a tour.
Credit. My tours are one of a kind.
What's the catch? Is it a lot of money?
Well, it's just a matter of price. The going rate for a genuine Starsap tour is only 100 credits.
That's reasonable. Sure.
Great. Let's get this show on the road.
We're not gonna make a living, right?
Right. So, this is New Homestead's main concourse. This underground area didn't exist when the original outpost, Titan Astrobase, was finished in 2130. Follow me. We'll come back here by the end of the tour.
Let's actually set that as active so we don't lose them. Because we will, right?
And talk about the museum collection. But first, let's go see where people live.
Yeah, sure,
Now,
that sounds good.
These people aren't actors. They actually live here, so try to be respectful of that.
No promises.
Inhabitants of the Titan Astrobase lived in pods like you saw up above. They transitioned down here when this section of the base was finished in 21.
It does feel like it'd be more comfortable to have everything together like this, right?
Extremely limited, so you'll notice some overflow here. But more residences also exist on lower levels, which are inaccessible to tours. I'll stop at each of our destinations if you want to look around, or if you have any questions for me.
Are these the pods? These are where people live, is it? That's not too bad.
We used to get more tourists than we do these days.
Okay, and this is what?
You off-worlders have it made.
Tell me about you.
Oh, you don't really want to talk to me. I'm just a nobody from the crates.
You're not a nobody
Besides,
to me.
I'm not really good at talking to tourists about New Homestead. If you're really
My entire
interested in
life,
our
I've never met
history,
anyone
talk
who was
to
actually
Maurice.
nobody.
He's a lot better at that than I am.
I'd love to talk with you, really.
You do? I mean, sure. I don't know what I can tell you, but if you want to talk, I don't have anything else I need to do right now.
So you're having trouble with your studies?
Okay, well, no. Not the studies specifically. Like, I get good grades when I'm able to apply myself. But I'm poor. I just don't have the kind of money to be a full-time student.
Can we donate money to her? Like, do something good?
Even living in the cheap-ass crates. I keep having to take odd jobs just to put food on my plate. And when I do, my grades suffer.
We helped somebody else in this situation.
I just feel like I'll be
Let's
stuck
be
in a
like
rut
benevolent.
forever.
Consider this a scholarship.
What? Really? I don't know what to say. This is beyond kind of you. I mean, I don't even know you, but wow. Thank you.
It's all good. I'm happy to help. You mentioned something about the crates? What's that?
The crates are what we call the living quarters for the poor people. Like me.
You're not poor anymore, lady. I just gave you 20 grand.
Shipping containers. We have to make do with the space we have here.
To be fair, I'd live in a shipping container. They're actually surprisingly big, right?
And no one on Titan is well off to begin with, but you can tell that people look down on us, especially some of the tourists.
So what do you do here?
Well, I'm trying to finish up my undergrad schooling, actually. I want to be a physicist like my grandmother. Then, who knows what. But I also do some odd jobs here or there for money.
Fair enough.
Sometimes I help Jay out at his shop, and he gives me stuff in return. Sometimes I help Anya clean up at the Brown Horse when she's short-staffed. That sort of thing.
Well, how do you feel about your home being a tourist destination?
It's not as bad as you'd think. I like talking to off-worlders, especially people my age. It gives me ideas for what I want to do when I'm done with school. Because, honestly, I'm not sure I want to stay here. It'll always be my home, but as soon as I can afford to, I'd love to explore my options.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm glad I could help you.
Thanks for stopping by to talk.
You're welcome. I think maybe that's where we kind of leave it for this episode, and we'll kind of... Hello, who are you? You the kid we saw before? Just a child. Got a clinic. Oh, there's a doctor in here. Okay, yeah, next episode we'll continue our tour and kind of poke around a little bit more in New Homestead, because this place is intriguing. I want to learn a bit more about it. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Next episode we'll continue on with that, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.